What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Leela. I wanted to tell y'all how court went, but unfortunately, I broke my phone during the move, and it was just like you couldn't use it. So I'm just waiting to give me a little few coins to get another phone, and you know me, I'm gonna be getting it pretty soon. Uh, I wanted to tell y'all how court went, but unfortunately, I'm not allowed to mention court. So that should tell you exactly how it went. Anyway, I just want to let y'all know that I'm getting excited. I just started a little gig for my sister and brother-in-law. Been watching their kid during the day, getting some change to save up for my California trip. We are still going to Cali in August, and I'm getting super stoked because we're also going to Vegas again. And for those that know me, know that I can love some fucking Vegas. But everybody knows Vegas only a 2 day town. So guess what? We staying there for maybe 2 or 3 days, and then we out, and we gonna come back to Virginia, already to start stacking up our bread so I can get me another vehicle. And we're also going to start saving for an attorney because I'm ready for my children to come home. It frustrates me that I have to go through holidays and birthdays and just every day in general without my kids. I miss everything about them, everything that's going on with them, and I should be there. I mean, come on now. For those that know me, knows that when CPS came in and took my kids, my oldest was about to be 11 years old. So how am I able and fit to raise my children up into this age? And then they decide to take the children. And to be honest with you, there was no sign of neglect or abuse on those children. If you want to be real, if they want to label the dog bite and label the near drowning, then that's 3 kids, not all seven. So why is all seven of my children gone if they won't in no immediate danger? And that's crazy to me that your parental rights can be taken for some children but not all of your children. And I just think that it's crazy that I know a lot of people that have their kids taken, and then they have more children, and the state allows them to have these children. And I just don't understand it, because it's like, okay, well, if you're unfit, shouldn't that be like a lifetime? Or I mean, how does it work? I mean, we let criminals have 3 strikes and they're out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that parents need a 3 strike policy or anything like that, but I'm just saying accidents occur. Like, accidents happen. If your child is, you know, let's say racing with his friends, you know what I'm saying, on a bike race, and they forgot to wear a helmet and they smash into the back of a minivan and fuck themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Whose fault is it? Is it the bike's fault, the minivan's fault, or the parents' fault because they wasn't properly prepared to hit that minivan? I don't know. I just feel like they're out here to do a simple job, but and they make it hard on everybody else. If somebody is doing wrong by their children, or has a fucking case of doing wrong, or didn't show up at the visitations, or didn't comply with social services, then why do those parents get their children back? And someone like me, you can look at my case. I did everything that the department asked me to do, and that wasn't good enough for them to give me back my children. And here we are, and in Buckrow, and social services had a history of neglect with this parent of 5 children, and now her 2 year old toddler is missing out Buckrow. Noah is missing out Buckrow, and this woman had an extended case with CPS, and she's allowed her children back. Who was the guardian ad litem on this child's case? Who was the social worker on this case? Who was the judge that allowed this parent to get her children back after she had an extended history of child abuse and child neglect? Like, I don't understand. And I'm sitting here fighting like a dog for something that I didn't even do. I don't get CPS, and I did play by their rules, but it's like they want you to play dirty. They want you to lose your mind. They don't care about us. They don't care because at the end of the day, they're going to sleep. All it is crossing some T's and dotting some I's and trying to get some funded money for the government instead of trying to help out, families that are in need. Let's be real. I was a family that was in need. There was seven of us. I was going to school. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I signed up for the VIEW program. I was on TANF for a few years when my baby daddy didn't want to pay child support, and when my other baby daddy, he went to jail. I mean, we have these kids. We don't lay down and sleep with these guys and then expect our life to be fucked up from the start. Let's be real. Like, you believe them. You believe that you're going to be a family with these people. You believe that they're going to get jobs. You're going to get jobs. You're going to make it work. And when circumstances happen and shit is all fucked up, then you move on, and then everybody wants someone to blame. But what if it ain't your fault? You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, their social services is mad at me because my second baby daddy, who is Harry, was incarcerated for most of Sebastian's life. So how is that my fault? Was he incarcerated when we got together, when we laid down and had our child? No, he wasn't. So that makes me a bad judge of character because I got with a childhood friend and we had a child together, right? No, that's not even logic. And if you talk to him now, he loves all my children, even the children that aren't his. The three that I had with Harrison and the three that I had with Juan. You know what I'm saying? Although he wants to fight and get his child, I want to get all seven of my children. But yet they judge this man for just being incarcerated. And I don't think that's fair. Look at Juan. They don't know Juan from a hole in the ground. And they're judging him just based on his diagnosis, something that he was born with. So they're telling me if you can go out and be an addict and fuck yourself up, and they'll help those people. But those people that have mental illness, or those people that have no family, I have no family. I have no kin. I have no living kin. My parents are dead. My brother is dead. My other brother's in prison. I mean, everyone's gone. It's been me for years. And they're going to judge me because I can't hire an attorney and pay my bills and make sure that I'm okay. Like, how does that make sense? Like, instead of helping me, they took from me and took from me and took from me, and I don't understand it. And I believe that my children being in foster homes is causing more danger for them as adults, for them as teenagers. I'm gonna be real with you. I love my foster mom. Don't get me wrong. I love her, and I will scream it to the rooftops. I love her. Did I like being in that foster home? No. No, I didn't. I ran away for months. I would run away, and the police would come looking for me. She would say, "It's not my job to go looking for you. It's the police's job." And that's just being real. I don't want my children out on these streets trying to run away because they don't want to be in that home. You know what I'm saying? And for my children that is on medication, my 5-year-old twins that are on medication, I don't like that whatsoever. Like, that's fucking with their brain, dude. You're not even like giving them a chance to be who they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, children are just like their parents. All right, I'm gonna be real. I'm a little weird. I like to sing. I like to dance. I like to whatever. You know what I mean? And my children are a lot like me. And I noticed that even though my children wasn't raised with two of their fathers, they were a lot like their fathers because it's just genetic code. It's just who you are sometimes. And if you're being raised by somebody that don't know you, that don't know your mother, that don't just fucking get it, not even the same heritage or culture or anything. I mean, how do you expect them to be successful when they're questioning who they are and where they came from? They're not going to be worried about, oh, what type of job I'm going to get to be a successful man in the future, maybe a successful father or business, whatever they want to do, because they're going to be more questioning, well, who am I? Why didn't my parents Why did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And I'm making these YouTube videos in case they want to try to find me. I didn't fucking give up on you guys. I didn't want you guys to leave my fucking house. They lied to me, boys. They lied to me. Your Aunt Stephanie and Miss Susan was there. And when Valentino drowned and we had a mommy resuscitated him and we went to the hospital, there was a social worker waiting there. The same social worker that took me and Uncle Bryant was there. And she lied to me. And you can ask Miss Susan and Aunt Stephanie that they made me sign paperwork that you would go with Stephanie and for a 3-month investigation until this is over. And they lied, boys. There's nothing that I can do. All I can tell you is what I know. And that's what they kept telling me. Miss Wyford, if you comply, if you do everything that we tell you to do, then everything will be all right. When they were liars and vindictive from the start. It won't fair to me and it's not fair to you. Why should my children, why should I have to pay 14 years for something I didn't do? Think about that. Y'all think about this real quick. My children have been in foster care since May 2nd of 2016. Why? For what? I mean, I don't really get it. I mean, there's a child missing in Buckrow. Okay? A 2-year-old child is missing in Buckrow that social services gave back knowing that this parent was a junkie, was hooked on fucking drugs. But since they had services, they gave those children back and the father is a registered sex offender. But something he did. But yet Juan was born schizophrenic, and I mean they didn't find out till he was 18. Come on, I had an episode. Let's be real. Look him up. He has no criminal history. Nothing has. He has never done anything but help me, love me, and love my kids. I'm sorry I'm getting so emotional, but y'all don't even fucking understand what the fuck I've been through with this guy, yo. You don't fucking get it, man. It's not fair. The kids being gone ain't fair anymore. My sister's dogs are barking probably because I'm fucking crying. They probably hear me. But I'm just saying, like, we didn't deserve this. There's people that deserve it. That fucking bitch, Casey Anthony. Everybody, the whole world knows that she killed her fucking daughter. And she's in Miami living her best life, trying to become a lawyer. She might be a lawyer or writing a book. It's just fucked up. I guess I'm gonna end it here. I am babysitting, so I'm trying to be quiet, but he is 2 rooms over, so I'm just gonna end it here, YouTube. And if anybody has any suggestions or comments that maybe could help me in my situation, just drop them below. All right, it's been real. Till next time.